The January 6th rioters left nearly 150 police officers injured and parts of the Capitol ransacked. Nearly 3.5 years later, a CBS News exclusive reveals that offenders have only paid a fraction of court-ordered restitution. That review finds only around 15% of the money has been paid. Payments have been sluggish as some offenders have argued they are having difficulty coming up with the cash. Our Scott MacFarlane has been covering this extensively. He joins us now to break it all down with his new reporting. Scott, great to see you. Walk us through the estimated costs of the cleanup here, and why is it taking so long for those court-ordered restitutions to be paid?
Hey, Ouija, we went looking at this as Donald Trump made his first post-January 6th visit to Capitol Hill and tried to figure out how the Capitol complex has been recovering in the time since. And we found it's still taxpayers largely on the hook for all the repairs and recovery from a very damaging U.S. Capitol siege. The estimates given in the court system from the U.S. Department of Justice is roughly $3 million or so in repairs to the historic windows, doors, marble, and art, and the cleanup and the treatment of injured police officers. And there's a sense that may be a conservative estimate at $3 million. 3.5 years later, according to a congressional source familiar with the matter, speaking to CBS News, about $437,000 in court-ordered restitution has been made so far by the January 6 defendants. That's about 15%. And to be clear, our review of the 1,400 plus cases so far, Ouija, is that defendants are being ordered to make restitution to offset all those costs, ranging from $500 in some cases to up to $2,000 in others. But the payments are coming in slow, particularly sluggishly. And there are a few reasons for that. First of all, some of them are incarcerated. They're able to make payments, but maybe choosing not to. And judges have sent some conservative increments for these defendants, some paying as little as $250 a month as they cry poverty after their January 6th arrest. Ouija, this is a process that has been slow to move all these months later.
Scott, I imagine there are deadlines, though, right, attached to when they have to pay up. And I know you report that federal judges have exercised some flexibility in the payments. Can you talk about what those options might be?
Yeah, in some cases they get a monthly installment plan, as if you were subscribing to a streaming service. You get to make a monthly payment, and sometimes it's small enough where it doesn't make much of a dent in the overall bill. But there's a more fundamental dynamic here, Ouija, and I think it's worth mentioning politically. The Department of Justice's guidance to all criminal defendants across America is that if you make your restitution payments, it's a sign of remorse, it's a sign of good faith, and it counts in your favor if you seek a pardon in the future. It's a motivation to promptly make your restitution payments. Well, this is much different, isn't it? Donald Trump has offered a blanket pardon of sorts. He's at least spoken that possibility aloud. That would make it unnecessary to show good faith, unnecessary to show remorse, unnecessary to make your restitution. That's one of the many singularly different dynamics of the U.S. Capitol prosecution.
And Scott, is this lack of money coming through impacting other areas, police departments, for example, that responded to the attack?
The bills keep accumulating. I know this seems like ancient history to some people, and some people would prefer it to be ancient history politically, but the bills continue to accrue. There are medical bills still to be paid for police officers. There's backfilling bills that local communities still need to offset. The Washington, D.C. Police Department, which helped the U.S. Capitol Police respond to the attack and repel the rioters, recently indicated it may need $500,000 more to help offset the costs it suffered while responding to the U.S. Capitol riot. You know, the pain and suffering for the victims continues, and the financial pain for those who had to fix, clean up, and care for the victims continues too.
And I know, Scott, you will continue your reporting on this. Thank you so much for those exclusive details.